We are a bunch of engineers building a DevTools startup. When shall I hire my first DevRel person?
It's all about like so if you're at a really tiny place, it's like it's like the founder's dilemma, like it comes to be right person, right time. How uh how how narrow or how wide do you want the role to be? Um, it, it's all how you want to grow, right? Like is at a very early stage, are you looking for someone to help you with growth? But then how do you want to grow? Are you looking to grow with like any which way? Like, hey, you want anybody in the door, like user acquisition, or do you want people using something in the product? Do you need to, are you solving a very new problem that needs evangelizing? So there's like a spectrum, right? Like, do you need an evangelist? Someone who's like, let's say we're solving a problem that's never been solved before. Like, you need to evangelize the problem. That has been my primary focus the last two places I worked, as an evangelist, right? Like the problem was new. So we had to convince people this is a problem and then say, oh, we also have a solution, right? And so it's the old saying, like when you, if there's like a gold rush, you want to be selling the shovels, right? That's how you get rich, like not panning for gold, right? And so that's evangelizing like the solution, right? And so, or the problem, like, and then with the solution, it's a hard take. Like it might be, hey, you need someone who's, you need someone who a little bit of marketing, someone to do a little bit of evangelizing, you need someone to do maybe a little bit of sales, like anything goes. Like it could be like, if it could be, the second person in the company, right? Like you could call them a DevRel person, or it could be the 100th person in the company, just depending like how narrow of a scope. From a personal corp, like I previous company I worked for as a field CTO, and so that included sales engineering, developer relations, and customer success. And there's only me, right? Like so, with that title, and it was just a tiny place, but it's kind of diagnosed the patient like, hey, like there's a need. Titles can be fluid. You can call yourself something depending on who you need to talk to. But I know I gave you a very like convoluted answer, but it's like a diagnose the patient type thing. Like d pure DevRel, focus on one area. Like if you have someone who's a little more seasoned or like a little more flexible, they can help plug product, marketing, sales, and even customer success at some point.